welcome back to another video. We'll have to see if this audio works or not. But it is 45 degrees above zero. Finally. After a lot of months. And I found a couple roads that are open. There's not snow and ice cluttered all over the shoulders. So let's go for a ride. A long awaited, it's finally time to ride. Minor little obstacle there. I guess you don't always have to get the snow off the road to call it plowed. As you can see, it's a pretty busy road right now. But everybody's getting off work, and the idea of slowing down and passing safely, well, unfortunately, that is not in the mind of most of those folks. So we'll turn off on a quieter road and talk about today's topic. Topic of finally. So today's topic is the word finally. Finally. We're finally starting to be able to ride. Even though when you look behind me, you see the sign for one of the local bike paths. And that's an 8-foot sign, so there's still, probably about 5 feet of berm snow there that they pull out off the roads and they just dump on the bike paths instead. So it'll be another, probably month or 6 weeks before we can ride on that bike path. But that's okay, because finally, the sun is out. Finally, the roads are clearing up, and we can get on with our riding season. So as I was riding today and I was thinking about that topic of finally, I was thinking about some of the past tours and places I've cycled, and I can remember reaching the conclusion of finally the rain stopped when we were in Nebraska. Finally, the wind stopped when we were going across South Dakota. Finally, that mountain pass ended when we were going across Washington. I wish I could say finally when we were going up the East Coast that the rain stopped, but 14 out of 16 days of rain. It still means there were 2 good days in there where you weren't wet and soaking and attempting to find places to dry everything out. But finally, the riding season's here. The highway's clear, which you saw earlier, despite the many, many vehicles. The ride out to the lakes where I ride quite often, that road is 95% ice-free now, snow-free. They've pushed the snow back, so hopefully it won't melt back across the roads. And we just have good things to look forward to. So, short video. Just want you to think about that finally, because all the times those difficulties, they finally do come to an end. Whether it's the headwinds, the snow, the ice, the cold, the rain. Let's see, what else that I've been through. There was that little tornado incident in Kansas, but it finally passed and it was good, and we're glad it didn't touch down where we were. And some of the lightning storms, and those are just the things that you do when you ride cycles. And it's part of the experience, and it makes for great stories when it's finally over. And finally, I want to give thanks to a few other people out there that are just made my winter a little more bearable, because I looked forward to your videos. So hey, David, Chicago, David Rides a Trike, thanks for putting those videos out. Sure hope things are going well for you. It sounds like they are, but hey, when you get out and you ride every day or every week or whenever you can, thank you. And hey, Bob over there in Hawaii, I do envy you sometimes. Well, I envied you most of the winter, but those videos riding Big Island, or actually Oahu, brought back memories of when we were cycling around Oahu. And we had some of those finally moments. Finally, when we found that hostel up on the North Shore and we spent the night with a bunch of surfers from all over the world. That was an experience. But it was a good experience. And then, you know, Flaming Eyeball back there in Virginia. Boy, I envy some of those trails you're riding on. And I remember some of those trails when we were able to ride in parts of Virginia, and actually West Virginia and North Carolina. And some of those trails we didn't get to, but they're on the list. They are definitely on the list. And Travels with Trike, Sylvia. Boy, those videos of you cycling in Palm Springs, oh, that's still on our list. And down there in Yuma in Arizona, that's still on our list. But we have a plan. We have a plan. Because one day, finally, I'm going to be able to say we've cycled all 50 states. We've only got 13 to go, and hopefully we're going to get a couple of those done in the end of May and the beginning of June this year, because we're finally able to travel again. So, good day, good ride. I've got sunshine, got some headwinds, but those will finally end when I get back to my starting point. So thanks for coming along. I hope you enjoyed the finally video. And so, in conclusion, finally, get out and go for a ride. You will always feel better after you ride. Next video, I think we'll be ready to do a 1,000-mile review on the new adventure, because we're getting very close.